Another day and another very volatile crypto market. We're going to be talking about it in the video today. Prices they're rebounding. They're rebounding a little bit slower than I would like. They're rebounding a little bit slower than a lot of these analysts would like. Guys, there's still people out there. You get Tom Lee, you get other guys that are calling for Bitcoin at $200,000 per coin by the end of the year. They're not backing down. Now, do I think that we get to 200 by the end of the year at this point? It's looking pretty slim that we would get there. But I do expect a rebound off of these levels of extreme fear. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to focus on Shiba Inu coin because the analysts are saying that now is a very good buy opportunity. So let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, as you can see here, here's a potential Shiba Inu coin buy opportunity after the support retest. I'm going to jump into this article in 1 second, but I do want to say thank you guys for watching this video. And I also want to say YouTube is really cracking down on crypto. We've discussed this a lot in all of my videos. Cryptocurrency content is actually not permitted. Like trading crypto and talking about profits and all of that, it's not permitted anymore. It's beyond me as to why, but general discussions are permitted, okay? Educational content, news, and discussions about cryptocurrency. That's what this video is, right? We're going to discuss this news article. We're going to discuss the overall market conditions, the indicators like fear and greed and so on. And of course, we are going to talk about price action. So I want it to be very clear that in no way is this video a recommendation for you to do anything. I am not making any recommendations, no promises, no promotions, nothing like that. But I am going to bring information to your fingertips so that you can make those decisions for yourself. Now, I do want to apologize because I feel like me saying that is an insult to your intelligence. However, YouTube thinks that you guys are extremely stupid and will just do anything that you see on the internet. So I've got to make that disclaimer if I want to continue making videos here. So that's what we're doing. Now, with that being said, let's jump right into the article and see why these analysts believe now could be a good time to buy Shiba Inu coin. It says a recent analyst has projected a considerable price rebound for Shiba Inu coin as a key support area stands strong despite the current bearish trends. Now, we have essentially bottomed out here. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we are witnessing the curve right here. You've got, your wicks down, you've got your hammer candle, and of course we are bouncing back up at the moment and continuing to see two greens over the last 2 days. So let's see what these analysts have to say. Bearish pressure has been building for Shiba Inu coin, the second largest meme. And despite today's slight rebound, SHIB corrected by 11.80% last week. Now, I don't really like the word corrected. That implies that the price was incorrect before. It fell by 11.80% last week, recording its fourth consecutive red weekly candle. And all of that red is what's leading to this extreme fear that is plaguing the market at the moment. Now, it says the apparent price weakness has seen Shiba Inu coin retrace by 20% since November 1st, within its year-to-date performance at a negative 62%. However, Shiba Inu coin could see a relief bounce according to market commentary. It says on November 22nd, a TradingView analysis shared a buy opportunity for Shiba Inu coin as its reaction around recent support levels suggests momentum. During the analysis, the prices moved to the lower support boundary of a descending channel on the 4-hour chart, and Shiba Inu coin dropped to a low of 755 last week amid broader market bearish trends. However, bulls heavily defended the support area between 741 and 767, steering a slight rebound to its current price of 803. The analyst suggested the bounce signals early absorption as Shiba Inu coin makes another lower low as the structure's lower trend line. Is this a Shiba Inu coin buy opportunity? Notably, the analyst sees the current market level as a buy opportunity zone, and according to her, Shiba Inu coin would target an 11% rally to 890 points per coin, starting in this most probable scenario as liquidity builds below the lower channel's lower support trend line. Now, I agree that we are in a buy opportunity. Does that mean that we can't go lower? No, absolutely not. Guys, you can buy when people are greedy, right? And you can buy when the price is high. Or we could choose to buy when the price is low and people are extremely fearful. Here's the thing that we have to determine. Is this coin going to survive? Some of them will fail. Some communities will die out. Some communities will thin out, and you'll never see prices that were received or touched before, and others will thrive. I believe that at a level of 12 extreme fear, yesterday was a level of 10 extreme fear, the lowest that we have seen on record, according to this graph right here. I believe that we bounce off of these levels of extreme fear, and we see prices rise again. We cannot live in a perpetual state of fear, right? It just cannot. The market works in cycles. At some point, prices will look so cheap that people cannot, they cannot withstand buying them. They have to go out there and accumulate. And if you look at what institutions are doing, institutions are accumulating like crazy right now. Guys, we've got trust companies being set up. We've got all of these different institutions being set up with the sole goal of accumulating cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, now Zcash. And I'm sure one day there will be companies set up with the sole purpose of accumulating meme coins. So with that, I am buying. I choose to buy based on my analysis of what comes next. If you guys are interested in accumulating as well, this is not a recommendation to use the KCEX exchange, but I have found that this exchange has the best fees, 0% maker, 0% taker on futures fees for meme coins, the best selection of cryptocurrency. I don't think you're going to find a better selection of crypto available in the United States. Literally got every crypto that you would want. And leverage. You can trade Bitcoin on up to 125x leverage, meme coins on 75x leverage. So you get links for everything down in the description below. Make sure to check it out. And one of the ICOs that I've been buying into is Best Wallet. And Best Wallet is, the ICO is done in 3 days and 19 hours. Check it all out down in the description. Let me know what you guys are buying. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.